Hello, Sidis!
Hello.
Welcome to my podcast and welcome to Norway and everything.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Yes,
To meet you.
I'm so happy to meet you. I think
Mhm.
it's been only how many days has it been since we met? I think it's only 3
Uh,
days.
No, it's five.
Yes, of course,
Yeah,
because
five,
you came.
5 days I arrived to Norway. Remember that day, the first day I arrived, I met you in the sauna,
Yes.
in the ocean,
Oh.
just behind the ocean. That was magic.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you ended up here in Norway?
Yes, well, I wanted to come here to Norway since I was a child. It was a dream for me because my grandfather is from Norway. So I wanted to come always. I couldn't come before, but now I'm happy that I realized my dream and I came here to try to share my music as I'm a music therapist. So I'm happy to come here and that I had the opportunity yesterday
Yeah.
to have this sound healing in your cabin. We get like very far away.
Yes,
You're very
absolutely.
strong to live there. Like, you're living in a magic place, and I can believe this lake, this magic. I've been very happy to share all my music there with you and all the people that come. And I couldn't believe I was there carrying on my instruments, and, but well, I was
Yes.
very much.
Thank you so much. You came to my cabin yesterday and got to experience what I get to see every day, and like for you to see that part of Norway, I guess that was very cool for you, and like because I think a lot of people would recognize your last name.
Yeah. Yes, because the brother of my grandfather was this adventure man, Thor Heyerdahl. So
Yes.
I went to the museum of Kon-Tiki. He was very great what he made about the adventures he had. No, it's very important. So for me, since I was child, to hear about Thor Heyerdahl was like I'm a hero.
I bet.
Yeah, now
he's a Norwegian hero as well.
Yeah, so now be here and be part of the land of my ancestors. It's very good to share what I'm doing in Mexico. The thing I'm doing in Mexico is to investigate about the antique instruments of all the world, native instruments, but most of Mesoamerican instruments. The way the antique people used to heal about music, about sounds, how they reconnect their souls through the source, through special frequencies. Now the science are investigating that how people 1,000 years ago they use exactly frequencies in the instruments, in the musical instruments, for reconnect the subconsciousness mind, the body, to the harmonics of the nature. Because this culture, the Occidental culture, has been making us be out of tune.
Not aligned.
Not aligned with these cosmic sounds, cosmic vibration, that for antique people was the origin of everything, the vibe of everything. So when you make these sounds, this healing about these sounds, our subconsciousness remind the original beat. The original vibe when we were aligned with the source.
Yes,
so
because this is very interesting to me because I've been experimenting a lot with binaural beats, you know, different frequencies, seeing how it can bring you into certain states. For example, when I want to sleep, you know, or when I want to study, I can put on these frequencies. And you could also do this on YouTube, just find like a track, or on Spotify they have it, like binaural beats. And you can play a specific frequency that will tune you into a certain kind of feeling, and it's unexplainable, and people don't really believe in it, or like have never even tried or opened their mind to this possibility that this might actually be a thing. But you've worked with like the science behind this. Could you explain a little bit about how it works, like in the body?
Yeah, it's the frequency is a point where the sound make harmonics. In these harmonics,
Water, thank you.
These harmonics create the light, the power of living. So these harmonics is creating about where the sounds touch one each other and makes the resonance, vibration, microtonic vibration. So we have in our body different kinds of frequencies that once the sound touch and make the same frequency we have inside, we make like expand. So we can make again get in peaceful in this align.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very interesting. Also, now there's like binaural frequencies that work very, very interesting because we make two different sounds in frequency in the brain naturally, subconsciousness, try to find what is missing in this space. So what it finds is the frequency we are looking for. Yeah, it's very interesting. But when we do a live music, for me in particular, works a little more deeply on the spiritual way and find an harmony between brain, mind, body and soul, because it's a live frequency, like you're feeling there. And, and like in the shamans in Brazil, for example, they use sounds, the sacred sounds. They combine these sounds until they get the harmonics, so they can heal people or themselves for their like a channel for healing. But these sounds doesn't have words like oh my heart, oh my love. No, it's just frequencies. So in the Occidental music, it's different way of language of music. In music Occidental, in church has been prohibited, the frequencies of the origin, and they make like a structure of the music. Can be nice, can be emotional, but cannot be directly to the astral connections because it's on a line, it's out of line of these original frequencies. They prohibit this kind of way to do the resonance. The church and the government, they were in
of course they do.
100 years ago. So it's like a system create also the sounds, the music, the food, the things we see in TV and in schools is a way they show us how to see world.
It is a way of living that is completely unharmonic. It's not the way that we live and the way that we stress in our everyday life now. We don't realize what is happening. It's like we always have this thing that's coming. You know, it's coming. There's something that I have to work for. I'm running, and there's like, you're not actually living and enjoying what's happening right now. There's always the next thing, and then the next thing, and then the next thing.
We're not in the moment. You know, the society makes you think in the future and in the past, in what would be. But not in the moment, the present. So this kind of music makes you feel the breathing, your presence, your connection with your life. Is this kind of system make us feel empty space because we are not aligned, we are not in the totality of ourselves, we are out of line of this integrity. Holistic integrity is why we feel empty, we feel we miss love, we miss things, is why we consume. It's a system make us consume things, everything. So when you reconnect with this source, you are this empty, because we come from empty, the mystery. You feel all whole. You feel full of the empty. So that way you are aligned. You don't need to consume. You just consume air, consume light, consume real food, real friends, real music. You are in the moment. So that's the medicine. The medicine is inside of us, because we inside we have these songs with this music. You don't need a therapist, or you don't. It helps. It helps if you take my therapy. But
I mean, we all have problems that we can go and fix and all that, but all the answers and all fulfillment is eventually found within. You could use maps, you could use people to help you find it, but you have to find it.
The answer is in ourselves, because in ourselves are the sounds, the vibes. You listen before you talk, before you're born. Was the first point of reference of our lives.
Is that what you played yesterday?
Yes, I've been playing frequencies like the sounds and flutes. They used to use 1,000 years before for remain the subconsciousness, the first sound we listen before we born in the mother's body. The point of reference was the heart, the blood, the breathing of the mother, and make us be in our two hemispheres of the brain. We are in this moment. So when we make again this breathing, kind of diaphragma breathing, and we put attention on the breathing and the sound are inside of us, we reconnect with this. So and we wake memories, subconscious memories in our body of our self balance and healthness. No?
Yes, it was like the music that you played yesterday was it just made me feel so much, and then I went from being still to being in motion, to being still to being in motion. It was like it was bringing up things and then releasing it, and then it was peaceful, and then there was something new maybe, and I felt like crying, and it was just it was music like I've never seen or heard before. Because it was like coming from earth itself. Yeah, you know?
Because all the music is by our hands. It's commercial music. So now we can get much more easier different music, spiritual music as before.
Yeah.
As 100 years before, the church government control everything. Now we are free of doing. Return to the roots to do music with these tools of antique tools for recreate. But yes, it's not commercial music. It's not like music like we listen always.
No.
So mine gets like, what's this? No, but reconnect you with this kind of thing.
It was absolutely amazing. And what you said about how there is a specific frequency that is played when you are born and when you die. How do you know this frequency? How can you find that frequency?
Well, in the science way, they get machines for read the frequency 852.
852
is the frequency in the pineal gland. The pineal gland, when we born, we make a frequency, a sound, beautiful harmonic sound. That is that frequency. And when we die, through our life, when we get mystic experience or emotions or big scare or something that is or get into the very deep artistic feeling, we get DMT in our brain, we expand this energy, we sound. In this society, the way of Occidental way of life, American way of life, of consume, just live, work, sleep, sleep, work, we are like getting hard our pineal gland. So these frequencies, it's ways to learn how to do it, but also the shaman is why we are impressed. The shaman used to make that frequency by intuition.
Oh, really?
And now the science is exactly the point. I think it's intuition, but it's knowledge. Like they know how to make. They didn't have machines, they didn't have computers, but now I have a triple flute that makes exactly that frequency. And the Indians made that 1,000 years ago in North America.
Imagine.
Yeah, they make this when the people die. They play this flute because